how many cards we have access to already. 4 in hand, 4 in exile, plus Jegantha, and we just screw. And hello again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. What a day it's been. Welcome to the show. I hope you've accomplished everything that you need to so far, because after this you won't be doing anything but playing Naya Tokens. We're slapping it home, climbing through Diamond 4 into Diamond 3 today with a 100% win rate. Not very impressive, but still going 5-0, I believe, is always a fun time, a great experience. And this is very similar to one of the recent decks we just had, Naya Tokens. It's above my head if you want to check it out. I really recommend it. Another great deck. I used it actually to push through Platinum into Diamond, so I think that this as a base archetype is very, very strong. It utilizes the adventure component to it from Eldraine, which, is from Eldraine. It's going to be busted. And dropping the Great Henge from the deck, which our Selesnya version had, and incorporating red, making it a Naya build, red, white, and green, incorporating Showdown of the Skalds and Bonecrusher Giant. So taking a little bit of the top end off, no life gain in the deck now anymore, but gaining a lot more power as we will witness today. So we're going to break down the deck for you guys, not just talk about it, but show you the deck list, talk about, well, I guess we will talk about it more. Each individual card, the strengths, the weaknesses, why they were chosen to be included in the build, just so you get a general idea behind my deck building ideas, so you guys kind of level up there as well. We'll talk about the strategies, the synergies, how everything works together, and then get into the gameplay footage, show our playlines and interactions, discuss those, just so you get a good idea of how the deck will actually handle in real time or a real environment. And then we wrap up with our final thoughts, general shenanigans, etc., etc. So, cheers to you. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Great Viking Games, and Into the AM. Download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free. Now let's get into the deck list. Again, Naya Tokens. This is the color combination of red, white, and green. Tokens is when we make permanents that, well, I don't want to call them permanents because they're not permanents. They're temporary creatures or temporary copies of an individual. I don't actually even know how a token is defined in Arena, but it's not a permanent because when a permanent is bounced to your hand, it remains in your hand. But if you bounce a token because it's a non-permanent, it just disappears. So that's that. I wish I had better insight for you there. 34 creatures, 4 non-creatures, 2.3 average converted mana cost, and 22 lands in the deck. Jegantha is our companion, and we are utilizing the Edgewall Innkeeper for a draw engine. We're utilizing Toski as a draw engine, and Showdown of the Skalds as a draw engine. So there's lots of adventure in the deck for the Edgewall Innkeeper. Toski allows us to get a massive draw off of the tokens, which brings us into the Clarion Spirit. This is how we'll be making all of our tokens. Whenever we cast a second spell each turn, create a 1/1 Spirit with flying. That's great, and all of those will get the draw off Toski's ability, and then of course Showdown of the Skalds draws us 4 cards. Then whenever we cast, we'll get tokens on other creatures there. So that's the general idea before we get too far into it. One of my favorite plays within the deck is a turn 1 Sentinel. Sentinel is a 1/2 with reach. You can tap it plus another creature we control to add a mana. So I like the turn 1 Sentinel into a turn 2 Spirit. Spirit's a 2/2 whenever you cast a second spell, create the 1/1 like we talked about. So the Spirit goes out, and then you can tap the Spirit with the Sentinel to create 1 mana, and whether you're playing, an Edgewall Innkeeper, a Giant Killer, even maybe potentially your Usher to Safety if you're really looking to risk it for the biscuit. These are all options for us for 1 mana off of the Clarion Spirit, which is actually now going to be our second spell cast on turn 2, immediately creating the token. So potentially on turn 2 you can have 4 creatures. Very, very good, right? So the Sentinel in play turn 1, turn 2 Spirit in play, tap the Spirit, play the Innkeeper. Innkeeper makes a token, 4 creatures in play turn 2, and then whatever you do on your turn 3 is up to you. Turn 4 Toski or Showdown comes in to get that massive draw, replenish your hand, and then you just kind of pile on from there. The Usher to Safety Return target permanent you control to its owner's hand can be used to protect one of your permanents from removal. It can also be used to bounce a draw engine such as Showdown. You know, it can come into play, you can draw a bunch of cards, next turn the ability triggers, and then you bounce it, which is really nice as well. So, you know, it's the same deck. Playing your Edgewall Innkeeper right away. Of course, whenever you play a creature with adventure, you get to draw the Giant Killer, the Shepherd, the Lovestruck Beast, the Giant Killer, the Bonecrusher Giant. Stomp here is really nice. 2 damage, can't be prevented. So a little bit of early game removal there as well. Whenever it becomes a target, 2 damage to that spell's controller. The Luminarch Aspirant's really nice as well. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. We do like to put those +1s on our spirit tokens because they have evasion through flying and they're always going to get that damage through, which is really, really nice. Defend with the Lovestruck Beast. It's as simple as that, really. There's not much to the deck, you guys. Playing best of 1 today. Thanks for your time and attention. Trying to, you know, kind of tighten up these deck techs a little bit. They may seem sloppy for now, but we're going to try to trim the time and just lay in the needed information. So let me know what you guys think of the new format down below. Let me know if you like the longer versions or the shorter versions. Cheers, enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, families, MTG playgroups, local game stores. Support on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, into the Amazon link, and Great Viking Games. You can also download Arena Assistant for free if you're on Windows. Take care, enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll be back. Let's open things up really easily. One of my favorite opening hands here that we can get with a tokens deck. And in the video before this, I believe, oh no, maybe it was a couple videos ago, we played Naya Tokens with the turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 Spirit into a turn 2 1-drop, which we will be able to do here if we can get a 1-drop off the top. And now that's going to be the hard part. Or we just won't get the opportunity at all. We did get the 1-drop. So sad. Let's just push our luck. Do they have a second stomp? Yes, they do. Cool. That's fine. We can move past it. Nothing scares us. Do they have a third? We shouldn't antagonize them, right? It gets them going. We're gonna be okay, though, I believe. Nice! They just brick on lands. They're not having it. And, you know, what a great way to start the... We are on the draw. We have the turn 1 we want. Not the turn 2 that we want, but it's still there, right? It's not a bad turn 2. Sentinel out. We can Giant Killer. Yorion may be their only creature. Yorion decks are a little bit of a riddle to solve. Lots of land for them, and they also need to get their 1-drops out. So this works for us. We'll just play another Sentinel. We'll keep our counters off of the Aspirant because it's a high value removal. I assume they just take it here. Yup. No way they take the Sentinel. I mean, that's good. I guess that's why we kind of try to distract them from it. Now we have Shepherd of the Flock available. No red need for that yet. Let's take our hit for 3. You know, I don't see the creatures coming down on us. We'll still hold Shepherd of the Flocks, Usher to safety. They see we have it. Not the greatest thing. Right. So much land. You know me. I'm putting counters on everything to dodge Heartless Act, if at all possible. Let's see what comes of it. They could have tried to kill Luminarch Aspirant before combat, and then the counters wouldn't have gone out. But then we could have replayed it. Alright, so there's the Heartless Act. Straight to Bounce City. Then let's play Shepherd. Just because the +1/+1 from the Aspirant wouldn't be going out now because it's after our combat. So it may as well sit in our hand. Shepherd does more damage. They need to wipe here. Hopefully they don't get it. They also know we have another, well, the same Luminarch Aspirant to play. Going on over, taking the entire turn off. Wow. That is about the coolest thing. Let's get our hit in. Our opponent's down to 6. I'm pretty interested, seeing as we're sitting on 2 Bonecrusher Giants. Right, that's 4 damage alone. Oh, that's definitely in the game, right? Nice. Bonecrusher Giants off the top. Woo! I thought those were always supposed to be in your opening hand. Going first. There's no land in the hand. Yes, we have a Sentinel and a Forest. But unless we top deck that second land, it's not going anywhere. So I have to mulligan the hand. 3 land with a Sentinel. I think we toss the Giant Killer. It's that or a land, but I don't want a brick, right? So probably should have been the land. We'll see. Oof. Let's hit for 1. We hold up our Stomp. It can hit an Innkeeper. I think? Question mark? Maybe they have a bad opening hand and they bricked. Maybe they're playing on their phone and it died. Maybe they're trying to figure out what deck we are. Make the best decision for their next land. Whether or not we have a Bonecrusher in hand, right? The mana says we do. Yep. They thought about it, they decided just to go for it, and their worst fears have just been realized. Try. Let's go in with the Giant now. Attack for another 1. Lethal in 18! Okay, they're not ramping yet. This is good. They could play Wolf Willow. Okay, all runs Epiphany to the side. We just take the double draw. 5. Gulp. Koski in his house. Okay, we have a spirit. This is nice. It's their 4th land. Lovestruck Beast out as a blocker. Okay. We don't have the white mana. That's kind of less than I. Oh. Let's take the hit first. Oh, we don't have a creature out to tap because I see. Well, let's still kill the giant. And then play ours. Not proud of it. Missing this Clarion Spirit there, but I think it's better to keep their field cleared. We have the Skalds to fall back on. Looking for a plains. Let's go like that. I can't tap any of these in good conscience, right? But I can tap the token that just came in. Right, that doesn't feel so bad. They should probably counter that. Yeah. Makes sense. For another 5. Down to 8, potentially. Okay, down to 9. Koski's back in hand. We're at 4 mana. We have a nice field. I feel safe. It's not coming. Let's just go, Koski again. Can't be countered. That's why I like it here. They could bounce it again, sure. But if they were planning on countering it, it won't go. Koski's kind of like Questing Beast, where it's like, it is always gaining additional lines of text that we weren't aware of. Oh gosh, so we're on a nice little tear here. Let's see if we can get into Diamond. Going first, Spirit in hand with a Showdown. Free land. You know what that signifies, right? You better. That's what you'll do next. Start making moves. We don't know what we're playing against. All we know is it's a Whiskey Kid, so we should be ready for a fight. Oh, mono white, go away. Brody. Spirit has entered play. Ladies and gentlemen, Spirit has entered play. Do they have a glass casket? I certainly hope not. Alsad, Groovy. Sentinel's Eyes. Interesting. No blocks. I mean, it's really tempting, but I don't think that's the correct course of action. And we want to double drop here. But we don't really have anything to double drop. Well, that's kind of awkward, but what else do you do? It's not how it's supposed to be used. Don't play cards like that. Oh, and we get burned anyways. We should not have tried to hedge in there. We should have traded last time. Oh my gosh. That's unsavory. That 5/5 in play, right? I think we should keep this in hand. Kill that faceless haven of theirs. Or that. This I do not mind. I mean, it's not the Haven, but it's still worth our while. No Lurrus, the graveyard gets exiled. More Elsad, I'm not nervous about that. Savior's good, but the Lovestruck Beast just stands in their way. Ooh. We've got a draw engine. We've got a token engine. Things are looking good. We have another draw engine with Toski, and then the Skalds as well. I want to drop the Showdown next turn, so we'll just play in right now. To attack or not to attack? I'm gonna say not yet. Let's just keep the wall up. Land. So the one thing that could get us is the Maul of the Skyclaves. That could be relatively annoying. Savior, that is kind of annoying too though, right? In its own little way. Shoot. Let's just get that value going with Showdown. It's too good not to play at this point in the game when they don't have a hand. Thing is, we have such a large hand already, no land. But this will help us find at least one. And it comes in the form of 2, because the Sentinel, we're getting that in play as soon as possible. Taking a green source here. And that, of course, is our second drop. And now that we have the Sentinel in play, we can cast more spells next turn for the Showdown. And we'll get +1/+1 to distribute for each spell that we do cast. And at this point, you know, I am comfortable just to maybe start swinging in. I'd probably just take it. There would never be a triple block. Would be impressive. will block and protect 2 of them, but the dogs would still die. They're going all in. They could have just chump blocked with the dog. They could have just put 1 dog in front of it and then sacrificed the dog. Okay. It's, I don't know. I'm so confused. I was gonna say, you know, it's, I don't even know. Confusing matter. This is what I mean to say. Looks like we've got the game locked up. Channeling ourselves directly into Diamond 3. I mean, we just have so much value. It cannot be difficult at all. We even have Toski in hand if we wanted to go crazy about it, but well, we have 41 cards left. We could kind of go crazy about it, couldn't we? No blocks. Think I'm scared of you? Not all of us can quadruple block. Innkeeper out. Let's push up our flyers. Shepherd out. Double draw. Push up the flyers. We also make a flyer. Land in play. Spirit in hand. Hot dog. It's gonna get in rotation as soon as possible. And Sentinel in play. Yup. More +1s on the flyer. And we'll play Lovestruck Beasts. Another +1 Aronis. Pushing up the flyers. Flyers hit for 7. 21. And we are quite wide. We can just attack with everything next turn. Easy. Right? Not a problem here. We still have the Showdown in play as well. Flyer, Giant Killer, Human Token can all chump block here. Well, Luminarch Aspirant can't attack now. You know, I'm gonna... you know, let's... We could take it, but it's a little risky, I guess, so let's play it safe. Maybe they have some unknown card. We're gonna play Toski because I want to take a big draw. As well. Seems good. Is good, yeah? I don't think we can actually attack all out. They have so much life. Down to 10. We draw 2. This we can live with. And, you know, the sheer power of this deck is kind of a little much. Similar to the last deck, we played a Selesnya version of it. You know, here we drop the Henge, we add some red instead. You know, it's still a draw engine that works well with the deck. And it's a little, well, it still costs 4, but potentially it's cheaper if, you know, you don't have the Lovestruck Beast in play. Again, we have tokens for days to jump block without trample. They're dead in the water. Kill a blocker. play Showdown. We may as well. We have 32 cards left. Making 2 tokens here. I guess we just have lethal. Don't waste our opponent's time too much. We love the draw, though. Hit in the choppers. I have to make sure we spend our mana. Most of it. Alright, let's take an infinity draw with this attack and getting lethal in the same swing. I guess lethal will hit before Toski's triggers, but look at how many cards we have access to already. 4 in hand, 4 in exile, plus Jegantha, and we just throw 10 more cards. Dealt a bunch of damage. 4 wins in a row, climbing into Diamond 3 with what I can describe as an enjoyable experience. So let's break down the deck with our final thoughts. Alright, so the deck performs perfectly. There's not a single thing that I would change about it. I absolutely love this Jaspera Sentinel into Clarion Spirit, and then another 1-drop. You know, my only concern is there's not enough 1-drops. But you know, what else would you run that kind of fills the adventure slot there? Because we'd be dropping, you know, something else. And I don't even know what we would drop, in all honesty. I think it's almost dialed in perfectly here. You know, maybe we can drop 2 copies of the Luminarch Aspirant for something else, but, you know, it's already such high value that what are you putting in the deck that outvalues the Luminarch Aspirant? That's my question for you guys today. To close out this video, let me know in the comments below. What card do you think here is the weakest, and what card would you maybe put in or kind of trim and balance with to improve the deck? Thanks again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, support the channel on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon, Grey Viking Games, into the AM, and through our MTG Arena system. All right, you guys, take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon